Jeff, a lot of excitement this week at BBC Summit 2023. I think a re-energized show. From your perspective, what's been the highlight?
Actually, I just had my highlight. I just spent some time with Gigi Zone, so it was good to catch up with her again. And, you know, had a long conversation about the ordeal she went through, and so nobody should have to go through that. She's probably one of the best qualified people not to get that job.
And so have been hung out to dry for 2 years.
Yes. Yeah, well, she could tell you some horror stories about what happened to her personally. So the amount of money that was spent to oppose her is outrageous, actually. So, but I'm encouraged that people are excited to be here. They're excited for the next phase, which comes June 30th, right? And when we know exactly how much money we're going to be getting in each state in the 6 territories. And I heard your last interview, and I couldn't agree more. I think we are going to have mistakes being made, as they have been in the past, but the question is how do we minimize those mistakes so that the money does go where it's intended to go.
And that's the bottom line, is making sure that in the end, those that don't have connectivity get it. You made mention of the panels, the speakers. Quite honestly, I think most people have viewed that as the strength of this show. Your thoughts about that as something that's a trend now in the conferences in this industry?
With respect to?
Just the quality of topics, the content, as opposed to being focused on, for example, more so on expo versus content.
Yeah, well, I think one of the things I'm encouraged about are we're getting more voices in the industry at these conferences, and it's really good to get diverse opinions, diverse viewpoints. And I think that's been kind of missing in the industry for the last 5 years, but we're starting to see a lot more speakers and a lot of people that, frankly, we haven't seen before speaking, so it's really encouraging.
And speaking of events, a big one coming up later this year in Denver for the first time, Mountain Connect.
See the mountains.
Excited for you for the conference. I know you have to be energized with the new location and the new approach. Talk about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I always like to look at my conference in some ways as the unconference, right? Because I'm structuring my conference around my exhibitors. So, which means all the flow will be around them, so that because I feel that they're making a significant investment to come to my show, bringing their staff, the hotel costs, the flights, everything else. I should give them the most return that I can give them in terms of value. So I don't have exhibit hours, for example. So. Yeah, so I'm really excited about it. I love the new venue. It's the Sheraton in downtown Denver. They just went through a $80 million refurbishment project. So the inside of the hotel is spectacular, and I'm really excited. I think moving it to Denver will mean it'll be easier for more people to come. Right? They don't have to make that 2-hour drive out to the western slope. And then the return trip as well. So I'm hoping that because it's in Denver, that it'll attract more people, and it should. Right? We're the first national show after the funding allocation announcement. So, and as we are talking today, I think I have 15 state broadband houses coming.
Exciting.
Yeah, but what I'm really excited about are the communities that are coming, because after all, they're the ones who need the most help.